What are you doing here? Greetings from Dystopia, episode 66, Rainy Day Drive. Going out here to Harris Preserve again today to just sit down, make some lunch. Backpacker pad thai again. Except I forgot soy sauce. I was thinking about that this morning when I was packing things up. When you go for takeout, it doesn't matter where you go. Save the packets that they put in the bag. A lot of times I see people just throw them away. Like if it's Asian takeout, they throw away the soy sauce and the hot mustard and just all of that. Keep it. Put it in the fridge if it needs to be refrigerated. That stuff comes in hella handy for like this, for the backpacking meal, or if you just need something for your work lunch. One of the better tips I've had in a while for that kind of stuff is I like the packs of tuna. Little 1 ounce, 2 ounce pack of tuna, whatever it is. And it never dawned on me to save mayonnaise packets to mix in with the tuna. The crackers from seafood restaurants or whatever in the, the prepackaged 2 or 4 crackers. You take those, crumble them up in the tuna, mix up the mayonnaise, a little salt and pepper out of a packet or a little camping kit if you've got one. Makes absolute sense. Just something that never dawned on me. I got an email asking, since I've had the Pocket now for almost a month, the DJI Osmo Pocket, what my long-term thoughts are. A month is hardly long-term. In fact, it may only be 3 weeks, come to think of it. But I think most of the complaints I detailed in the one video, but I'll just run through them again. The onboard audio, it's okay, but there's no way to feasibly windscreen it nicely. There's a lot of kludges out, different ways to do it. I think they could improve the audio vastly by doing a 4 mic array, so 1 on each corner, and let the logic apply the head position to which microphones it needs to use. So as the gimbal turns, it can, if it's facing right, it uses the 2 mics on the right. You get the idea. So you get a 360-degree stereo audio capability. Could even do surround sound if they want to incorporate that logic. I think surround sound is probably beyond the scope of what they intend this for, but doing the stereo mic array makes absolute sense. The quad mic stereo array. Plus it would give you a single band all the way around it that you could easily windscreen. Size-wise, I think the Pocket could be 1 inch longer in length. If you have big hands, it's problematic because the rig is kind of small. Pulling into Harris Forest Preserve here. Making it an inch longer, you could, increase the battery life. Again, it's bigger so then it's easier for people with larger hands to hold. I think it may help people with smaller hands as well. Gives them something a little bit larger to hold on to. Let me get parked up here and I'll get back with you guys. Okay, so now I'm parked up. So yeah, change it to a 4 mic array. Make the grip 1 inch larger, 1 inch longer. People with big hands, it's easier to hold on to. People with smaller hands, gives them a little bit more to hold for stability. 2 USB ports, USB-Cs. I don't know how you'd want to arrange it. I would think 1 on the bottom as it currently is to allow compatibility with current devices. Add a second one, current like grips and mounts and everything else. Add a second USB-C input. This way you can have the audio port in use with the audio adapter like I'm using right now, have a second port available for power to increase the longevity, because like right now I'm already down to 69% battery. This is particularly important when you're hooked up to an Android device, because an Android device will leach power from the Pocket. So your battery life is greatly reduced. Really, that's the only major complaints. I have a complaint with the smaller screen, but it's a giveaway. I wear glasses. I can't see that small screen. I end up looking at it, to look out through the bottom. So I have progressive lenses, so to see close, I need to raise my head up pretty high, which is why I use it with the phone most of the time, so that I have the larger screen. The filters are there. Like I said, I'm using the Freewell kit. I showed you guys that one time before in a video. So the filters are there. Again, having bigger hands, it's a little more difficult with the small filters. But the only way they're going to change that is to increase the head size. If they do that, they've defeated the purpose of keeping it a small camera. Personally, I would love to have a larger gimbal camera in this form factor, but just larger overall. Larger CCD for better sensitivity, better light sensitivity. Although I have not done night shoots with this yet to see how well it works. I've seen a lot of video and it does perform amazingly well. But again, the larger sensor would give it more capability. Yeah. All right, I'm going to break down and go out here and get my lunch going. See you guys in a bit. Got some water on for a boil. It's getting there. Using the Covia Spider today because it gives me a little bit more oomph, a little more BTU. I have the titanium windscreen placed on. For anybody keeping score, boiling 32 ounces of water. I need, 2 cups for the backpacker pad thai plus a little bit. I need water for my coffee. So I always try and boil a little bit of extra. This is one of my Snow Peak pots that I love. This is a clever design from Tokes. It's a fork and spoon combo with the clip on. It acts as tongs if you're grilling like on the firebox stoves and stuff or on a fire. But they also come out and make a separate fork and spoon. One thing I forgot is a cozy for the Snow Peak pot. People make them all different ways. I've got 2 for the smaller. I don't need one with the coffee cup because it's got the insulator, but a lot of people use the aluminized bubble wrap. I forgot the brand name for it. And yeah, it's a little windy. I could probably bring my big pack over to help with that a little bit, my lunch pack. And it did. That's why I already had the windscreen up, but it's coming in just low enough under the shelter that it's catching everything. Reflectix. I knew I'd think of the brand name in a little bit. Alright, I'm not going to make you guys watch water boil. We'll see you in a little bit. Took out a little bit of water from my coffee. I didn't want it boiling hot. right, coffee's done. For those of you making the pad thai or planning to attempt it, what I always do is once the water comes to a boil, that's when I add, whoops, I almost dumped the sugar in. That's when I add in my dried vegetables and spices out of the kit. Well, not the kit, but out of the bag that I make at home, because the TVP needs a little bit of extra time to become reconstituted. It's not really the right word, but you know what I mean. Add a little more heat, bring it back up to temp. The sugar, I know, is debated. I like it because you get a little bit of extra fuel, and I like that hint of sweet that some pad thai and some other Asian meals have, is they'll have a great hint of sweet. I looked down and I was like, oh, I forgot my ginger, I forgot my garlic. Not doing too well here. As far as remembering the order. Again, I do, if you're using the ginger this way and the garlic this way, I do about a 1-inch piece of rope. You know, rope as you squeeze it out. Get it down in there. Other than that, you're making the ramen by the regular instructions. Bring it to a boil. The water, add the ramen and everything. Simmer it for 3 minutes or so. I'll bring that up one more time, I think. Yeah. Going to back off the heat a little bit. Add my hot sauce. Get that mixed down in there. The ever important peanut butter. There was some debate in a backpacking group not long ago that I thought was hysterical. They were debating what was more important, creamy peanut butter or chunky peanut butter in backpackers pad thai. Use whatever you like. I only use about half of the flavor. And I'll pour it all back in this bag and save it. When I'm done. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Backpackers pad thai, cup of coffee, nice quiet park. Birds chirping away. The rain finally stopped. We might be able to get a walkout or a little short one. And yeah, nice, quiet, peaceful day. Alright guys, that's it. I am going to eat my lunch and drink my coffee, clean my stuff up, and then I'll see you in a little while. All right, folks, that's about it for today. Got you a couple time lapses, made some lunch, a little bit on the drive out here, and it's a really nice day. It's in the mid 70s, sun's out, light breeze, lots of puffy clouds finally coming through. So we're clearing up. That's it for today, guys. Be good, be well. See you.